Welcome back to a new video. So this is the Monday following the competition. I'll probably stop mentioning how many days from the competition it is with the next video, but this workout was similar to the previous day. I was quite sore from the exercise I did the previous day in kind of good ways. So my upper back and rear delts and trap and all of that were sore from doing the shoulder stuff, which is good. And on this day, my legs and stuff were sore as well, so I knew I wasn't going to push too crazy with the snatches and stuff, and it isn't really the goal right now with these kind of workouts. But took small jumps again, and as you can see, I'm doing some pause below the knee snatch doubles. I did them up to, I want to say 80 or 90, I guess we'll see as the weights progress, but I was feeling quite sore from these, and I wanted to do full snatches, just so I'm not only doing powers. Of course, that's not good to just do that because your balances are slightly different when you're doing powers versus fulls, and it's kind of good just to maintain that mobility. Not that I necessarily have, tons of issues getting to the bottom of the snatch, but it's good to kind of just go into that full range of motion, really just all the time, really. It's never really a bad time to do a full range of motion lift. But here's 80. Felt pretty good. The reason to add the pauses in is to really focus on the balance of my feet before I get to that last bit of the extension past my knees. And it's a good movement. It's one I've done in the past and I've always liked to do. I just never pushed super aggressively, and I actually stopped at 80. So I was going to I didn't think I went above 80, but I wanted to wait for the video to play to make sure, which is funny that I forget because it was just yesterday that I did this workout. But I then went on to doing some clean plus pause jerks. You notice I'm doing full cleans, kind of similar thing. I don't just want to do only power cleans. And actually another reason why doing full lifts of both is to your advantage at, obviously at different times. If you're doing power to work on some sort of technical thing or to work around an injury or something, of course, they're good for that. But to go into the full range is actually, at least for me, is a little bit less stressful. When you are catching everything powers or you're trying to do a lot of powers, it puts a lot more strain, particularly I would say kind of on your quad tendons in that kind of area, so that will become a little bit more prone to be a little bit sore. But the fulls are nice for that. I wore my straps again on this day just to see if I could do full cleans with them, because I knew I wasn't going to go too heavy. I did a pause here with 100, which was my top set. Certainly didn't feel too great with the clean, but that's more so for the fact that I really, if you have straps on, you have to have a full grip. And the second jerk was a bit forward. My back leg was a little bit too straight, but it just gives me stuff to work on the next time that I do that movement. Now, this is not really an interesting movement, but kind of an interesting after effect. So I was doing snatch RDLs, as you see, with the same 100. I didn't show you any of the warm-up sets because I didn't do any, as I usually don't do with pulls. If I'm going to do something, usually I just leave whatever weight I was clean and jerking on there and just start there, unless it's, extremely heavy weight that I did and I'm doing something like this. Like if I went to like a 150 in clean and jerk, I'm probably not going to start at these for snatch RDLs, but with 100, it's not really that difficult to weight. But I did 3 sets of 10, which is, quite a bit of reps and volume. And the back of my palms, I don't know if any other people experience it as well, but I had a bunch of like redness of like blood vessels that had broken from doing these, and they weren't difficult at all. Like I definitely could have done more reps. I could have done more sets. I think it's just from the tension of holding for the set of 10, but it looked really weird. Like I just, on the back of my fingers and my palms, or I guess on the top of my hands, not in the palm itself. I've had similar things in the past with like my back from squats and stuff. It's usually more rare to have it from pulls of any sort, but I think it's just because of the time under tension, just doing sets of 10 allowed that to happen. But I will say the day after this, I'm getting sore in all the right places. Like my hamstrings actually got a little sore from this, which is quite unique for me. So all this reps and like volume is I'm starting to feel it in a good way. But it just kind of means that obviously I'm not, peaked for super heavy lifts for the meantime, but I am kind of putting in the work and getting my muscles tore up in a kind of a good way. So I just kind of want to continue that trend and continue just to find exercises each day that I can work hard for muscle building and also technical stuff that I can do as I can to work on different technical things. But pretty simple workout, but that's it for this one. Talk to you all next one. Peace.